Greetings and welcome to Disrupt Your Day with Petula Sankarsingh. I am the CEO and founder of VisionReady. Disrupt Your Day brings you the struggles, stories, and success of entrepreneurs to learn from and disrupt your day. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Disrupt Your Day. I am your host, Petula Sankarsingh. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoy our podcast. Today, our guest will be our digital nomad entrepreneur, Sara. Hey, Sara, how are you today?
Hello, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for giving our time. Sara's coming for your time to us. Sara's coming all the way from Indonesia. So we're super excited to hear her story and her entrepreneur path, just her overall journey. So Sara will be talking about her story, her struggles, and her success. Thank you. And Sara, I'll let you have the floor.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here and share with you kind of my journey to becoming a digital nomad, what it's been like to be a solopreneur. And this journey, really started in January of 2020 when I decided to quit my job and go on an around the world trip. And that was really mostly just to enjoy an adventure. I booked a one-way ticket to Vietnam and had grand plans to hop around to all these countries and go all around the world. And 3 months later, 3 countries in, COVID decides to rear its ugly head and completely throw my plans up in the air. So I definitely had to shift and adjust and redecide what I wanted to do. But ultimately, I decided to stay and stay abroad. And at the time, I was in Thailand. And it was one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. It's just made amazing friends, made amazing connections, got to navigate this kind of crazy time when nothing's really sure with these people that started as strangers and became family. So it was an amazing experience. Mm-hmm. And through that, I also realized that I really wanted to keep living that life abroad. So that's why I decided to transfer from, just a traveler and really become a full digital nomad and make this my more permanent lifestyle.
Oh my God, how awesome is that? I tried to do the same thing this year, but it just didn't work out for me. But I'm so excited that it worked out for you. So yeah. So tell us what you do.
So I am a brand strategist and designer. So I help coaches really craft that magnetic tribe building brand so they can stand out from the crowd, attract their dream audience, and keep them coming back for more. And I utilize scroll stopping stories and design to do that. So I'm all about building the brand fully, not just the aesthetics, which as a designer I love, but really looking at it from the point of view of a strategic point of view. So you're telling a full story, creating a full experience, and really building a brand that's built to last.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing. So have you always done this prior to staying abroad and starting your digital nomad journey? Is this something that was part of your ecosystem already?
Yeah, so I was always kind of doing, graphic design, marketing, communications. My first job out of college, I worked for a construction company for about 4.5 years, and I kind of became the de facto marketing department, kind of wearing a bunch of different hats and really learning a lot on the job and really developing more of my graphic design skills. So that was a really cool opportunity. And then I started picking up right before I left the States. I was like, oh, maybe I'll do some freelance work here and there. So did a couple branding jobs, worked on magazine layouts. So really just, doing stuff more for fun and doing something I love, which was graphic design. But when I really started realizing that I wanted to be doing this on a more permanent and serious basis, that's when I really dove in to getting serious about being a brand strategist, not just design, and bringing this whole business together.
Oh, that's awesome. So I know you started just around COVID or just before with this
Yeah.
journey. What has been the struggle for you?
Ooh. So I think like everyone, it's navigating this time that there's just so many unknown factors. So that's been an
Yes.
interesting thing to navigate while being on the complete other side of the world from
Sure.
family and friends. It's going through this with people that are new, but luckily I've made amazing friends and like I said, I've become family. So that's been amazing.
Mm,
And then I think just in general, when you become a entrepreneur or solopreneur, it's a roller coaster of highs and lows and navigating and figuring out how to manage your mindset through the whole thing because
yes,
you have awesome gifts and
yes.
it's just managing like how to become okay with things if they don't go your way and keep moving forward. So that's been a very interesting experience because it's not something you're really taught or like told about until you start to get into this world.
Mm. And how do you deal with the challenges yourself? Do you have like a practice that you put into place that helps you deal with that? And being so far away from really close family, I know you have your away family now, right?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, technology is great. You're able to keep in touch and,
Yeah,
whether it's Zoom calls
like
or
this.
social media. Exactly. Like it's incredible, like what you're able to do with technology as far as keeping in touch with people that may be far away. So
Mm-hmm.
that's been great. But for as far as implementing stuff like in more of my day to day and stuff here, one thing I've started to do is every Friday I take time to write down my wins from the week and anything I'm really excited or grateful for.
Yeah.
And that's been really beneficial for me. I know some people like to journal every day. That hasn't been
Mhm.
something I've been able to incorporate into my like daily routine,
Mhm.
but doing that Friday, keeping that as a practice has been so helpful. And then also finding people to be kind of accountability buddies with that are kind of going through this solopreneur entrepreneur journey as well that can really relate to what I'm going through has been tremendously helpful.
Yes, yes, yes. I agree. In talking to the entrepreneurs that's in my ecosystem and people, I started just a group, for even here, a CEO only group because it gets lonely at the top, right? And you're
Yes.
like, who do I talk to? Who do I bounce ideas off of? So that's great. That's a great practice that you do for yourself. And how's business going these days for you? Is it still like trying to balance it out?
Yeah, it's definitely a balancing act figuring out, especially as a digital nomad.
Yeah.
Like the reason I started, traveling was because I love to travel. So it's
Hmm.
finding the right balance. And I find it's not so much now like wanting to go do things. It's more that I have to remind myself that I need to go adventure and do those things because when you become an entrepreneur, it's really hard to turn your brain off from it because it's
It
like you're
is.
busy
It is.
and you're so excited, right? You're so excited about it. You're constantly thinking of new ideas. You're like, oh, what if I do this? Or like, oh, that's a cool person to connect with. Or like, oh, I'm working on this project for a client. Now everything I see is like inspiration for it. So it's
Right.
actually been more interesting that I need to learn how to shut that off and go
Mm.
enjoy where I am. And that's why I also like now I put a block on my calendar at like 4 p.m. Friday is blocked off, and that's when my weekend starts. And I'm like, okay, now I'm going to enjoy the weekend, whether it's going out with a friend or going away for the weekend and just exploring. But it's like I'm making sure that I'm implementing those things
Mm-hmm.
because again, there's no one else in control of my schedule but me now. There's no boss, there's no one else except for clients. So I
Right.
have to take responsibility and kind of take ownership of what my schedule looks like. So that's been an interesting thing to navigate for sure.
That is so true. And I'm glad you're able to do that because our brains don't turn off. Like,
No.
it's so bad, Sarah, that I'll have my phone like 1 a.m. and 2. There's an idea in my head, and I write it down.
Same, same. And
Yes.
like I said, like I take like I'm like, oh, for like, I'm taking off for the weekend.
Yes.
Most of the time of that weekend though, my brain like actually feel like my more creative side comes out, when I shut the computer down and I let myself breathe a little bit. But
Mhm.
yeah, it's really hard to shut off.
It is, but I kind of feel like it's a good thing too. You know what I mean? Because we're building our brand. We're the most passionate people about our brand, right? So, like you, I also decided to. I literally don't take meetings on Friday, and like I tell people, Thursday is my Friday. It's like, so I unplug now, and it's been a hard disconnect. So I totally understand, relate to what you're saying, because as a Friday, I now disconnect. I mean, I may take one meeting in the morning, but by noon, I'm done. And then I have, for me, Friday and Saturday are my days. And I kind of start working, like planning my week, not really in conversation with anybody, but planning my week on Sundays. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that practice. And I started doing that too, is I won't take meetings. I block my calendar. So it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is when I'll do meetings. And especially for me, because I am in such a different time zone from a lot of people, there's a lot of, finagling to get things to work. So like, for example, tonight I'm talking to you and it's 11 p.m. for me.
Yeah.
And my day started with, I was talking to, like, could be someone talking in the morning at 8 a.m., but then the middle of my day is free. So it's all about the balance and figuring out what's going to work. So that's what I was like, okay, if I'm going to be working in different time zones and dealing with that, I'm at least going to give myself Monday and Friday free of meetings so I can keep my head clear and like still enjoy what I'm doing. So that was really important to me.
So what advice would you give either a new entrepreneur just starting their journey, or someone that is in between and is struggling on, should I do this, should I not, or that kind of, what advice would you give them?
Ooh, so many ideas right now, so many things to say. I would say one of the most important things is to find someone that can be an accountability buddy for you, or just someone that can be someone you can bounce ideas off of. And hiring a coach is an amazing thing. I have a coach and I think it's great. And that's not quite what I'm talking about here. I mean more someone that's going through the same type of things you're going through. So is in the same stage of you in your business, that you can kind of, it's almost like you're in the sophomore class together, right? You can go through this together and graduate together and celebrate each other's successes together. So I think it's super important to have someone on that level with you. And also having a coach is an amazing thing to have. But I think having someone on the same level is really beneficial.
Oh, awesome. So as far as, everyone views success differently, right? Success for you is you're in Indonesia. That, I've been wanting to travel. That's me. So for you and your journey, what would you say your success is at this point?
I think my biggest success is just going for this dream that I've kind of always had, which is to live abroad and be able to live and work abroad. So like that has been such an amazing success. And also just the idea of being my own boss. I've always kind of pictured that, and it's becoming true. And it's just such a cool experience to see something that like years ago was more of like a fantasy, and now it's just really my life. And it's really cool to see.
Oh, that's so amazing. This is so exciting, Sarah. Thank you so much. And we want to continue to follow your journey. So definitely, follow us on social, and we will follow you as well. What I like to do, ending the podcast interview, is celebrate your success and celebrate your journey with a toast. And I pair, so Sarah chose Rosé actually, and it actually really fits her personality. So I give kind of like a symbolic kind of meaning to it. So I'm going to read just really quick what I wrote for you. So it's a pretty pink wine, right? Bubbly. It's feminine, flirty, and fun. You're equal parts sweet and maybe a little sarcasm with your friends, people who you are comfortable with, right? With a great sense of humor. You're happy being you, and your charm easily attracts others, friends, and admirers alike.
I love it. That is amazing. I'll take it.
I was like, I think this is Sara.
I like
So
it.
yeah. So thank you again for joining us
Thank
on this
you.
podcast. We're super excited to have met you. We're definitely, like I said, follow your journey. So we will also share your information with our audience. So enjoy the rest of your day and cheers to
Thank
you.
you. Cheers in my teacup.
Yeah, I know. Cheers. Sarah's in Indonesia and they don't have wine glasses.
Yeah,
That's
place
okay.
I'm staying doesn't have. Actually, you know what? In Asia in general, it's very hard to find wine. So
Oh,
in Thailand, it was much
wow.
harder. At least in Indonesia, they have much more available. But it's hard to find good wine in Asia. So
Well,
that
we
is one thing.
celebrate. Oh, yeah. Well, we celebrate you, and for us, our tagline. Remember, success is like a hangover. So, cheers.
Love
Take
it.
care and have a great night. We will
Thank
talk soon.
you.
Okay. Bye bye. Thank you for listening. Make sure and subscribe to our podcast. For the latest entrepreneur buzz, sign up for our e-newsletter. Link in description. Remember, success is like a hangover. Cheers.